Goodness gracious, guys. Oh my gosh, is this not incredible? I've seen that sign before. There's day passes, but they're free. I first found out about this method when I was in. That's a nice little tip for you guys if you want to download your offline maps. There she is. That water is kind of stuck in between here and it creates a tight seal. Lily, not under the covers? Where are you? Where's the Lily? She's finding it. There she is. Come on. Hi, Pumpkin. We're getting a late start again, huh, Mama? Oh my goodness, girl. Hi, baby. Did you sleep good? Get the belly rubs. Get the belly rubs. Oh, she stretches those legs. Look at her chicken legs. Look at those chicken legs. Oh, look at the girl. She's stretching it. I love her little spots. She's got cute spots. Lily, are you ready? Come on. Let's go. You ready? You just want morning belly rubs again? Again? Okay. One more. There you go. Ready? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Lily, come. Let's go. You want one more? Okay, one more. One more. One more. I know. You're so spoiled. Ready? Come on, let's go. Let's go. You good girl. You're a good girl. What's that? Let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. You didn't eat your breakfast this morning. Gonna wait. Good morning, everyone. It is really pretty out here today. Very sunny. It's nice and warm, but not like too warm. We actually had a very nice, quiet evening over here, despite the traffic you can hear. We've got the bridge right above us. You know how I've been telling you how I have not been getting any sleep lately? That changed last night. I got some really, really good sleep. It's phenomenal. Wow. And I set my alarm too and didn't even hear the alarm. That's how well I was sleeping. It just feels good out here, I think. I had such a good day yesterday. So we're back over here on Edisto Island. We're gonna finish up our scenic highway and byway here. Even though you got to see the scenic highway and byway yesterday, we're actually gonna like do some stuff over here that we didn't get to do yesterday. Wow, look at this. This is to the Botany Bay Plantation. This is incredible. I think this is just a dirt road right here. Yeah, it is. And it's washboardy, which I hate. But look at this. The trees, oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, they're so beautiful. Turn left onto Rabbit Road. Look at this. Google's telling me to turn left onto Rabbit Road. That's a Rabbit Road. It's completely overgrown. It's not a road. Maybe it used to be. Oh my goodness. It's just another forest of trees through here. Goodness gracious, guys. Oh my gosh, is this not incredible? Look at that. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful here. We're not even to Botany Bay yet. We're just going down the road. I'm like parked in the middle of the road here, but there's nobody out here. Look at the trees overhanging. Oh, this is just incredible here. I'm in heaven, guys. Heaven. Woo. It is beautiful. I don't know any other word to say than beautiful. Exquisite. I mean, what do you say? It's just incredible. I need to come up with some new adjectives, don't I? It is beautiful. See, I can't even say anything else. I almost forgot my sunglasses. I put them up here on the wheel. I think we finally made it. Botany Bay Plantation. Here's a little kiosk. There's day passes, but they're free. So we just have to sign in. And then they have a self-guided tour. that you can grab here. It's a driving tour. So we'll do that, and then it says no dogs allowed on the beach, which sucks. All right, well, we'll just make the best of it. Poor Lily. So we're right here, and we just follow the tour all the way around this loop. All right, here we go. It's 15 miles per hour through here. Just a dusty road and more trees. And lots of bumps, apparently. This place is called Bleak and Ice House. That's all that remains of it right there. We're gonna go in just a second. But this is what it used to look like. And apparently it burned. Even after they reconstructed it twice, it burned. And it says that Daniel Townsend III developed the plantation known as Bleak Hall in 1798, naming it after a favorite Dickens novel, Bleak House. Let's go in, Lily. That is just beautiful, the setting. One of the things that I really love about this area is that they kept it in its natural state for the most part, because they wanted to show what life used to look like back in, 1600s, 1700s, and show it completely in its almost natural habitat. Isn't that an amazing sound? Okay. Oh, look at the old shutters. Little hooks to keep them closed. So this place is actually called the Ice House, and it was used to dry out crops and store ice down here under the subfloor. One of the interesting things about this place is you might wonder, like, why would they call this the Ice House, or how did they get ice here? So apparently they cut ice out of rivers and lakes in New England and then brought it down here on tall ships so they could put here in the ice house, and they insulated it with sawdust so that it didn't melt on the way. They routinely built these houses with shells that are in the cement, and you can kind of see the foundation cement here. Right there, yeah, you can see some shells down in there. I first found out about this method when I was in, where was I at? Florida, and it was the Carabel house. It was the glass house that the gentleman built, and oh my gosh, it was just so amazing to see how he was building the floor of it with these shells and concrete. Yeah, just reinforces it. You can see all the cobwebs up there. I always find it so fascinating to think about the fact that I'm walking on the same lands that someone back in 1600s, 1700s, or even before that walked, lived, built a house, built a life out here, had a family, and then it's just all gone. You know, it makes you wonder, like, is that going to be how our life is too? Although I live in an RV, which will definitely be gone. Oh, look, there's a well. But, you know, think about the house that you live on right now. If you're still in a house, where will that house be in 100 years, 200 years, 300 years? It's kind of crazy to think of it that way, isn't it? So this was actually called a gardener shed. Pretty simple, and you can definitely see the shells there now. Look at this beautiful pine tree. Oh, I love that. One of their crops that they grew were sunflower seeds. They grew cotton at one point in time, which is how they made their money back in the what they call the golden age. They also grew corn and wheat here on the plantation. Looks like there was a burn also at some point over here. I think they said in 1977 there was a wildfire that came through here. You just refer to this over here as the coastal marsh. It kind of surrounds the property. All these beautiful trees. There's a cabin built here, and it was taken out during the hurricane of 1893. In the plantation era, slave cabins, usually single room 20 by 12 structures with small chimneys, dotted the creek bank of Ocala Creek. It's really burned down. Surprising that's the only thing left. But it's a brick, so I guess it would be. It's getting thinner and more narrow through here. I'm so glad they provided this to us. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at this meadow. We've got, well, it's a meadow of a pond and flowers. Has a habitat for wood ducks And alligators, guys. Alligators. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't see any alligators right now, but I'm hoping there's none. We're not going to get too close, that's for sure. So on that side, tide is out, which I'm assuming then it would be by the ocean. But this dike formed, and now we have Jason's pond, or Jason's lake, over on this side. Pretty incredible. Tell you what, it smells so good out here. I'm not sure what the smell is from, but it smells good. Oh, people fishing. Look at how primitive this road is. I love it. I mean, at least I know that I can get through it, right? I think they would tell me at the beginning if vans or tall vehicles like this, or even RVs, couldn't get through here. And by the way, if you're here with an RV, there was no sign saying you couldn't come through here, but I would just be concerned how wide you are in some of these areas, or how tall you are. So in these areas, they actually planted Egyptian wheat. I have no idea what Egyptian wheat is. Oh, the flowers are just beautiful. Haven't seen that sign before. Don't run over snakes. This place is called Cloud Plantation. This was created by marriage of members of the Seabrook and the McLeod families in the 1800s. Cloud was a Sea Island cotton plantation, and the main house was said to be pretty elegant. So I will tell you what's interesting about the name Seabrook. Mr. Daryl Parker, you're gonna know this. So at the end of every single one of my videos, you'll see a credits to the people who are in my Ultimate Journey YouTube membership group. In that group, they give $25 or more, and they can have their name and credits. Daryl Parker is one of those, and he and I have been corresponding a little bit because he knew I was coming into this area, and his family name is Seabrook. So he's actually told me some cool places to go to where his family kind of put roots down and owned some shops and stuff. So it's kind of cool to see the name Seabrook over there. Can you imagine like living in a place like this back then and having to clear the land to build with all of this vegetation? It's enormous. Tree all by itself, just sitting here right on the lake. She's got a gorgeous view, doesn't she? God, it just smells so good here. You can hear the birds singing. All these beautiful trees and lush, lush gardens. God, everything is really moving around back there. These paper towels are still up. Keys and Lily's collars. There she is. You're looking. She's so weird. She doesn't enjoy the view. What's out there, baby? She's never been one to stick her head out, which is good because of her eyeballs, but she doesn't even try to get up and look out the window at all. It's so peaceful out here, guys. So, so peaceful. Alright, we're back to the beginning. Oh, these cards. I love these. So I'm taking my mask off right now because there's nobody right here. But my cousins and I, Tracy and Jenny and I, we used to get cards like this for each other. That had the 3 old ladies in it, and they always had funny little sayings in it. So I miss that. And Jenny was the one that passed away recently. A happy star, always light your path. Adopt the pace of nature, her secret is patience. That's a good one. Oh, look at these sea turtles. Those are beautiful. Whoever the artist did that. That's really pretty. Look at these vintage maps. Plantations of Edisto Island, 1851 to 1857. Wow. There's a lot of plantations here. Alright, well, I was looking for some additional stationery. So when I send out stickers to you guys, I always put it in stationery, like cards. So you guys have a little something extra. Alright guys, I am gonna make a sandwich. It is 1:15. I could have broken my fast like almost an hour and 30 minutes ago, but we were on the plantation road and really just not a really good place to stop. I thought we could maybe have a little picnic lunch, but no such luck. So I'm gonna make a sandwich real quick. I'm gonna have my pimento cheese from yesterday. Okay, God, this bread smells so good. One of the things that happens when you bounce around a lot, and this is a little bit full, this is the travel Berkey, which filters my water. It will slosh out a little bit. I think from right here around this edge, because you can kind of see water marks of calcium here. I always put a paper towel below so it catches some of that water, because it happens every so often, but it's not horrible. It's not like flowing or anything. What happens then is there's this seal right now on it, so I can't actually get water out. So watch, when I try to get water out, I get hardly anything. And it is full. That water is kind of stuck in between here and it creates a tight seal. So you just have to lift the top part off, which is sometimes easier said than done. Oh, it is tight. There we go. So you just lift it and then I kind of set it on the edge where it's kind of bubbled out, and I'll usually just let it dry, but we're going to be driving, so I just need some water. So I'll grab water, I'll put the top chamber back on, button down the hatches, so to speak. So these are my luggage straps that I use to secure it. It's just secured to the headrest back here on the bench seat. Passed by this place called the Old Post Office like several times. And I swear, like, I was like, oh, it's just an old post office. And I thought it was unique that it didn't have the same, like, colors and stuff that a post office would have. Okay. Restaurant. Keyword underneath it. It was so small as you're driving by, you don't see it. And I had some mail to send out, have stickers to send to you guys. So, I don't know where another post office is at. I'll have to find one. Sometimes I like to just turn off onto roads and just start exploring. You never know what you might find out here. Look down that way. There's clearly like a house or something down there, but we can't go through there. One, it's private property, and two, when you see that little bump that comes out like in the middle, so the tires are on each side of it, well, with things like that, my RV does not always do so well. I found that out when I was going to Alaska. I'm just too low to the ground and my skid plate hits it. So thankfully the skid plate is there. It protects everything underneath. Also, you might be able to see that I have my map up and I'm actually getting GPS, right? Or signal. I don't actually have cell service here, but what I did is I downloaded some offline maps when I did have cell signal this morning. And that way, I don't have any issues finding my way around this place. Ooh, a lot of bumps in the road, dang. That's a nice little tip for you guys if you want to download your offline maps. So there's nobody behind me. I'll just show you really quick how to do this. I'm on an iPhone, so here's what you do. Click on your profile up here. Then you click on offline maps. Select your own map. And then you go to the area that you want to download on the map, and then you just click on download. And then you have to have a Wi-Fi signal to do it. So yeah, then you can have offline maps, which is really handy when you're in very rural areas or places where there's no cell signal at all. That street is called treeless. We can't get gas either. It says my car's declined, but it's because there's no signal in order to have it connect with the merchant company, so I couldn't get gas. Thankfully I have a half of a tank, but I don't like to get too low, especially out in these parts where it's kind of rural, just in case. I just love exploring these like small little towns like this and being able to meet these people who make up these communities. It's so fun and interesting to hear their stories and what made up their dreams and why they're in this community. and have stayed here. I always say this, I'm living my own dream. This doesn't necessarily have to be yours. Yours could be something else, just like what they've done. They've stayed in a sticks and bricks and built this amazing business, and they've passed it down from generation to generation. That was in the last video at King's Farm. You know, they're building community, and that's kind of what I'm doing on the road too, building community with you guys on YouTube, and trying to create this very positive environment for everybody. On that note, what are you doing to create more positivity in your life? Leave me a message below, and I have a little surprise coming up for you tomorrow, another interview from an interesting character. Alright guys, I will see you in tomorrow's video. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all of your comments. Alright guys, good night.